What's going on? Welcome to How To University, everybody. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. And we have another class today. Today we're going to give a few tips on how to improve website traffic or people coming to your website. There's been with the emergence of social media, it looks like you need to build up your social media a lot more, and people's attention are going to social media. But there's some things you can do within that social media platform that'll help you draw traffic, not only to come to your social media pages, channels, such things like that, but also use that to push traffic to your website. All right. So we're going to talk about that and how to do it. All right. Some simple tips. Some things might be familiar to you, or some things might be just brand new to you. All right. So with that being said, as always, class is officially in session. This is How To University. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. This is HTU, How To University, and class is now in session. All right. So what we're going to talk about again today is how to improve website traffic, draw some more traffic, some tips to have people come to your website. All right. Because let's look at it like this. Social media is great. I hope it stays here for a long time, because then you can kind of intermingle things and connect things and have traffic go to your website. But let's suppose that all the social media platforms decided today that, they was no longer going to exist. Or let's just say an accidental situation happened and all the social media platforms shut down for a few days. All right. You still have your websites. And that's why it's important to build a website and have social media platforms and be able to draw traffic to your website. And like I said, sometimes there's been situations where people's channels have been getting banned on YouTube or Facebook. And if you don't have some other place for people to go, especially if they enjoy what you're doing, it's going to be, pretty much people are just going to go and migrate, if you will, I guess, to somebody else. All right. And you've been having a loyal following of people. And so you want to be able to keep them and continue educating them or entertaining them or whatever it is that you do. Okay. So with that being said, let's start off and let's just talk about real quick. I have 3 tips pretty much how to improve your traffic. All right. So the first one we're going to talk about is promote. All right. Real simple, real easy, but it's something you have to consistently do. All right. And so with that, let me just pull something up here real quick. Something I like doing. All right. Let me see here. There we go. And so you're looking at How To University's Instagram page. All right. And see if I don't know if it'll allow me to turn it sideways. No, because it's straight. Okay. No problems. No worries. All right. So promoting. Let's get that. And let's just pull this a little bit bigger on the screen. And as you see here, I really have to start adding some more posts here, but we'll get to that. As you see on the very, in the description area, you have How To University's website address or web address, domain name, however you want to call it. All right. We have that right here. Okay. And so if you consistently do that, especially if you're on several platforms, like on YouTube, Facebook, so on and so forth, and keep that in people's minds. We're going to pull up a YouTube page real quick just to so I can show you the importance of promoting, okay? And just show you some ways that you can promote. All right, so we're going to pull up YouTube. We're going to pull up How To University's YouTube channel. All right, we have it right here. And there we go. I'm going to bring that back in. There we go. All right, so on How To University's page as well, it's showing me that I'm live right now. All right, but if you go scrolling around, if you happen to be on your phone, you eventually, or the laptop, however you're looking at it, there's a button there for the website, and hopefully the website will come up. But there's a place for the website if people wanted to know, like, hey, what's their website? Or you might, there we go, it's pulling up now. And so there's a place on there for a website, okay? And so promoting is a very important part of drawing traffic to your website. I don't know what this is right here. We'll get out of that. All right, and there's the previous class. I should suppose that I put this class up to be live on the website, but I'll do it for the next one. All right, so this is the mobile look of the phone. Of the website, I should say. And of course, if you're on your phone, that's pretty much what the first page will look like. So promoting is important. Let me pull something else up here real quick for you guys to see. Just want to pull up some stats for you guys to take a look at here, because I have all my websites, which is one of the classes I'm going to be teaching y'all. I don't know if it's the next one up, but maybe a few classes ahead. I'm going to be talking about this right here. All right, so we'll get into more details later on in another class. But just to show some stats here real quick, I'm going to go down to where How To University. And as you guys can see, 957 clicks. All right, you can see that on the screen. All right, and it gives you a little, let me scroll down a little bit, little detail on where those clicks are coming from, whether it's 93 of it comes from other alternate sources. Then you have brandnewblogs.com. People are accessing the site from there. And I'm going to show you how that's done here in a minute. Of course, the website itself, people are typing in the website itself or clicking on the website, 108. All right, let's go down a little bit more. Then you have 73% is either through email, directs, or SMS, which I'm still trying to learn exactly what that is, because I don't recall saying, I have an email address for How To University, but maybe people have been either sending email or I'm not sure how that works. Then SMS is text, so I don't know, from what I understand. And direct, I don't know how I guess directly, that might be another form of directly accessing the web address. Then, of course, you have the breakdowns from countries. This is a free Bitly account, so I don't think they go into super deep. They go into some detail, but not a lot. So you can't tell everything, but 98% of this is coming from maybe 937 other countries combined are accessing that. Then the Russian Federation, you got, looks like, or 3 people. I don't know if it's 937%, 3 people or persons. Then you got China 4 and the US 13. So other countries like 937. Wow. All right. So that's just to show you guys that apparently I've been promoting How To University's website, and here's some of the proof here. All right. I can also go to the website itself and pull up some more stats and, show you some information there. Okay. So that's so much for promotion. So keep that in mind. It's very important to promote your web address. All right. If you got to mention it by word or you got to put it in, like if I do videos in YouTube, Facebook, and other platforms going live and or recorded videos, I will make sure somewhere in the description I add the web address there. Speaking it, telling people to go to the website, showing a visual. As you guys, I can pull that up right quick. All right, as you see there on the bottom. Okay, the web address there. So as as much as you can think about it, remember to promote your web address. Okay. All right. So with that being said, let's go to the second one here. And that will be, I'm going to save the last one for last. So the second one is your page descriptions, or AKA meta descriptions. Maybe they're one and the same or a little bit different, but that's very important to put those descriptions in when you doing your website. Now I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here on another website I have as well. Shameless plug in my own, their main hub of all the other websites is norwoodventuresunlimited.com. All right. And I'm going to pull that up real quick. So page descriptions, meta descriptions. All right. Keep that in mind. You got to put in the time and do these things. Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up here. If I can find it. Where are we at? There we go. All right. You're looking at the backstage of the page. And I'm just going to go to the edit site. I hope it pulls up. If not, let me get it. Let me change it out real quick. Yeah, it's another page there. So let me pull this up. And it should be ready, I hope. Hold on. Let me get this here. Let me make sure it pulls up first. There we go. As it's loading up there. So give me a few seconds. It seems like you have to stay on the page, and because if not, it'll just keep on cycling through until you actually looking at the page. So let me make sure this pulls up first so I can show you. All right. So remember, always promote your website. There you go. Always promote your website, whether that's you verbally speaking it, if you show it on your screen, you put it in the descriptions. If you have, like I said, Instagram page, I showed you the Instagram page. If you have YouTube channel, Facebook, always put that website address somewhere to be found. Constantly be promoting your web address. All right. Constantly be promoting your web address. So let's pull this up. There we go. And so this is like the back area of, and this is another class I'm going to be teaching y'all today, what you're looking at. So if you're not sure what you're looking at, that's cool. But we're going to discuss that in another class. But I'm going to use this page to explain some things here. You can get it pulled up. All righty. Let me see if I can go to this page here. And hopefully it'll pull up on your screen. All right. Let me see if that shows first. Yes, it looks like it's showing. All right. So focus on this here and not anything else around that. So when I was saying about filling out the descriptions, and I'm using Wix, by the way, you might be using another web builder, and it's pretty much going to be similar or exactly the same. So I'm just going to scroll down here. You guys see this area here. Let me just make sure that's pulled up. Yep, there we go. And so you see this page right here. Okay. And again, it might be similar to what whatever website builder you use. It could be GoDaddy, it can be Squarespace, it could be Weebly, a whole host of website builders you use. I'm just like I'm saying, but they also have similar things like this. So I'm just using Wix and explaining it, but whatever you're using, it should be similar. So the second thing, like I said, is to make sure you use your page descriptions, right? Page descriptions or meta descriptions, or they're similar or one and the same. Okay. And what that is here, like you see right here, it's saying what's the last part. We'll leave that part out. What's the page's title on search results? So what you definitely want, show this page in search results. So what you want to do is it's asking what's the page about, add a description. So what you want to do is you want to type in every page that you have on your website, and you have one of these areas where they're saying type a description in. You want to look at it from the standpoint of letting people know what they can look forward to, or like it says, what the page is about. And you want to write something kind of compelling that will grab their attention to say, oh, let me check this out. Then, they might be typing something else in and on Google, doing a search. And then when they're doing a search, a whole bunch of things pop up, and they might be scrolling down looking, and they might come across your page or this page in particular, and you have a description. So you want to put something in your description. I'm not going to do it in this one. I might do it later, but we'll see. It says show it in page results. I'm curious. Let me do something real quick. Okay. So I might do a lot of these pages back later on in the near future here, but I'm going to close that like it is. So what you want to do on each of these page descriptions is put something interesting that you that would help you, the person who's doing whatever search. Like, again, they could be looking for authors, and this happens to be an author page on our website, and a lot of authors might pull up. Yours might pull up in that list somewhere along the lines there. All right. And so you want to put something in those descriptions, whether it's the meta description or page description, whatever it says for you. You always want to put something in those descriptions that'll grab their attention, so to make them at least go, let me click on this and see what's it about. All right. So that's important when it comes to driving or improving traffic to come to your website, is to fill out those page descriptions or meta descriptions. All right. So if you got a website, whether it's a free website, I use all free websites right now. And whether it's free or you paying for it, make sure you fill in all those descriptions on each of those pages. Think through about what this page is about, and think, how can I grab the person's attention? You don't want to put nothing false or crazy, but put something intriguing to intrigue somebody's interest, to want to just click on there. At the very least, to go click on it. They'll be intrigued to click on it and see what it's about. And if you have some interesting stuff on that particular page, they might stay, they might look around. And so you just develop some more traffic to your site. All right. So don't forget, put in your meta descriptions and page description or page description. All right. I have a Podia site, and they have meta descriptions. That's what they call meta. So I don't know if there's one in the same or it's just two different things, but similar goals is to bring the attention to that page. And then hopefully the person who clicks on it and looks at one part of your page, they might want to explore and look at some other things as well. All right. So keep that in mind. That's another tip on how you can improve your website traffic, is using meta descriptions and page descriptions. All right. All right. So last, some of you guys might be familiar with this. There's a site called Pingler. All right. Pingler.com. All right. Pingler.com. And let's pull that up real quick. All righty. This is a site I've used. I'm still using it, as a matter of fact, real heavy. Let me pull it up here. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? There we go. There we go. And so let me show you guys what Pingler.com does for you. All right. This is what I use. Everything I've said, I'm currently doing. Okay. And I have noticed a change in website. I've been seeing the numbers go up in website visits. So they do work. All right. Might take a while sometimes, but if you combine everything, you're constantly promoting in some type of way. You're making sure you fill in those descriptions, your meta or your page descriptions. And every now and then you might want to go over those descriptions again and make sure it's something you like, or you might have thought of another way to word some things. And so you go back in there and change some wording every now and then, or you might change something on that particular page that now you need to add in that description that'll be more intriguing, or draw a person's interest to click on that particular site address and look at your page. All right. So every now and then go back over it and take a look at it. Okay. And so we're going to talk about Pingler, Pingler.com. And if you don't know what Pingler is, let's go over that real quick. All right. So Pingler, here's what you can do with Pingler. You could take, and you can do it free. As a matter of fact, when you type in Pingler.com, this is the page that pops up. Now you can look at the video and get a brief overview about what Pingler does and is. And I'm going to go in a little detail here in a minute. In a little bit anyway. But you'll come to this page here. Scroll down, see what's going on, read whatever. But here's the page, the part of the page that will interest you as far as drawing traffic. And again, you can do it totally free, but there's some limitations with the free. And I think you just be able to do one at a time, and you probably won't get any details on it. So what is Pingler? It's a way that you type in a word here, and you put in your web address. All right. And then you pick, I think you pick 3 categories. And most of the time, for most of my sites, one of the categories for sure I will probably do is search engine optimization. So it can optimize it to try to make sure it puts your site higher up on the list when people are searching for things. So that helps. So one of the things for sure, no matter what type of website your website is, like I said, you get to click 3 boxes in the category section. All right. Let me put this on full view real quick. All right. And let me just remove this here. So what you get to do is you put in a keyword. You can put in the name of your, if it's a business, put in the name of that, and then put in your web address right here, right next to it. Then you get to pick categories. And this just on the other side where it says ping services is just telling you all the services. Blog search.google is a bunch of those .coms. And then there's some other little letters here is a .com, .ae, .at, .be, .bg, .ch, .cl. I guess it goes in alphabetical orders. Then they got the coms all the way down, and then it kind of changes to some other things. Blog search or blog pinger, iLearn. So you guys can scroll down and see what all they have available as to it pings all these services it goes to. So what you like, again, like I said, what you want to do is look in the category section, and based on what your website about, you kind of go through the list and you start clicking on boxes. I think you only get to choose 3. And that's even if you got paid plans, if I'm not mistaken. You only get to choose 3 categories. But one of the categories I definitely suggest that you always do, no matter what, is click on search engine optimization. All right. Search engine optimization. That means that whatever website, web address you put in there, when people start to go searching for certain things, it'll kind of give your website a push up on the Google search list, and people, whatever they're looking for, hopefully yours will show up, pop up a little higher on the list, maybe on the first page, maybe on the first 2 or 3 pages. Who knows? If people decide they want to search a few pages for whatever they're looking for. So one of the choices I suggest you definitely pick is search engine optimization. Then after that, you can decide to choose whatever your website about. You might have a law website, so you can click on law, and something else that might be related to, like what kind of law, real estate law, something dealing with publishing. You can click those two. All right. But what I normally do for the stuff for the websites that I have, I normally, like I said, I'll have search engine optimization picked, and then I would do internet and online, because it's dealing with online courses and digital videos and stuff like that. So most times I would do that. And then depending on, like, in this case of How To University, I put information, or there should be an education up here, or I'll click on education right there. All right. Or I'll click education and information. All right. And so that's your 3. Let me see. Oh, it looks like let me see. Oh, it looks like they're letting you do more. If that's the case, I don't know. But my understanding is they let you do 3. But let me see here. And let me just see something real quick. But if they're allowing you to do more, all the better. All right. So I'm just finding it out, because I've seen it's not removing any of the other ones. So that's good. So you might get a choice to choose as many categories as possible, possibly. And I'll have to go back and look at my account and see if I can add some more stuff on there that might actually help. All right. So, but that's what I suggest you do here. Definitely put search engine optimization as one of your choices, and then you can start picking the other choices that are related to what your site might be about. Okay. Now, before we get out of here, I'm going to show you a little more detail regarding this. We're going to look at the prices real quick in the different packages, and they're really inexpensive too. All right. And they just show you what you get here. Let me see. Okay. So I'm going to go to the smaller package. This is the package I actually have here. So it's $299 for, I think it's $299 a month, but you pay for the year, I think, if I'm not mistaken here. If I'm not mistaken, I think you pay for the year, or you have a choice. I can't remember, but I just know that I paid for the entire year. All right. So, well, with this plan, this is the plan I have. You get 25 URLs. So if I don't have 25 websites or web address names. So this is the lowest, the smallest on the packages, and the highest is, wow, it goes really high, 837, but you get 10,000 URLs. I don't know. Maybe you can repeat the URLs too. I don't know. I haven't tried that myself. So it's one of those things I have to experiment and test it out and come and see what I learned from that. But this is the plan I have, where you can put in 25 different URLs, or maybe or the same URLs a few times, and then different ones too. And then every 3 days they will ping. It's the ping frequency. So they'll constantly, I'll use the word push or promote your web address. Every 3 days, they're pushing it up there. They're trying to optimize it and make it be seen. All right. And then it goes to social feeds. And let me see. I think all of these go to social feeds, so there's no problem there. So the difference is with the different packages is that some will do it once a day, so you get more frequency. The higher the plan you pay for, and of course you get more URLs you can pump in the system. And again, like I said, I don't know if you'll be able to, if you can put the same address, and I'm going to experiment with that, because then that might actually help even more, being that I have 25 URLs. The maximum in my plan is just $299 a month, I think. And then for the year, Might run you into 20 something or 30 something dollars for the year. And 25 URLs every 3 days. They will ping it out to different places. So when people type in, they want to search for something, then they'll your website info should pull up pretty high on the list. I don't know how high, but again, like I said, I've seen a difference. All right, especially using all three of these tips. Okay, so let me go inside real quick, just so you guys can get another look here. And so you guys can get a look and see what it looks like when you got one of the plans here. So just bear with me for a second. All right. Maybe I should have had one thing pulled up and then have the other one ready to go, but don't worry, we'll get this done very quickly. As soon as I can find it. All right. Maybe I skipped it. So definitely keep those in mind. Promotion, make sure you fill in the descriptions of everything. All right. Make sure you fill in your descriptions. Make sure you promote your site as much as possible. And then use Pingler. You can use the free version again. Like I said, let's pull that back up. You can use the free. It's free. You can use that. Let me just go back here. We'll leave this pulled up till I find what I'm looking for. All right. So you can use this for free. Just type in a title or keyword, put in your web address, pick as many categories that I guess they allow you to use, and then click ping. And I'm not sure if they do it for just that day and you have to do it constantly every day, or it might just be for that day. I'm really thinking it's just for that particular time that you put it in, and you just have to come back and keep doing it. But the way you go around that is you just set you up an account and pick you one of these plans, even if you get the cheapest plan, which I have, which is $2.99. Okay. And so we're going to pull up this real quick. Alrighty. Shouldn't be nothing up here. And let me see if this will pull up for you. Alrighty, there we go. So let's open this up. Let's check out some things real quick here. All right, so yes, indeed. We're going to pull this up real quick. All right. So this is the plan I have. Again, like I said, I am able to list 25. You guys are looking at my cursor here. So far, I have 12 links of 25. All right. I have a total of 25 links that I can put in. All right. So active URLs, 12, pending delete, 0, pause URL, because you can pause those on number, no rooms, URLs. All right. Let me see what the show all is real quick. Okay. So as I scroll down here, you guys can see the different websites that I have and that I've added to the system here. So you'll click add URL. All right. And then you can put in the URL, whatever it is, the title, and then you put the URL and you pick the ping frequency, and they're giving you can do it from every 3 days to every 10 days. All right. And then you pick your categories. I'm going to see something real quick. It's looking like I can add more than 3. And like I said, I'm going to go back to mine later and see if I can add some more here. All right. I'm just going to go back to viewing. And so they tell you, they give you a little rundown of what you did. So that's going to pull up to where How To University is. How To University. All right. That's the site. I could change the name to something else, and I might experiment. That's some things you can experiment, because it says title, and you could put the name of the website if you want, or your company, or you can just put something in. Again, that'll be intriguing. And look on over. The ping frequency is 3, and I forget what TP is again. Let me see if I can find the. Okay, total pings. All right, TP is total pings. So it's given a total of 106 pings, and it last pinged on yesterday. All right, and it gives you the time there. And so I can look down and look at all the sites here. I have the YouTube channel, and I probably need to change that from information to something else. And that might be the thing too. It might be the wording for the categories. I might need to change that, and maybe the ping frequency will go up, or the total pings will go up, I should say. All right, for some of these. So I've put in some of my podcast show. I got different podcast shows, and I'm pinging them. And like I said, I'm going to go in and change some things up. And see, all the websites are getting really high total pings. So I'm going to look at some things and look at what the wording and categories I picked, and might change some stuff up, or if I'm able to add more than just those categories, I might go back in and add those categories. All right. So that's pretty much what Pingler does, and how this plan that I got here is the $2.99. You get more than enough links, URLs you can add in and have it register when people do searches. And like I said, I'm going to do a few experiments. One of them will be to play with the title name, also the categories. I'm going to see if I can add, because I've been adding just 3. I'm going to see if I can add more categories, and just see if I'm getting more, especially from the podcast show that I do on YouTube. My other site here, I need to change that up. And another podcast. I have a few more podcasts. So I still have some more URLs to do, and I'm going to add that in and play around with some, like I said, the titles, the categories, and just see how things change up, and see if I get more traffic. All right. So that's the tips for today, man. How to improve your web traffic to your website. All right. And that's it. Those are the 3 tips, man. Make sure you promote your web address. If you got more than one, however you decide to do it, make sure you promote it as much as you can. All right. Then on those web pages, whether it says meta descriptions or page descriptions, or you might have a combination of both. You might have page and meta. Make sure you put things in there to grab people's attention. So when they're doing the search for something else, but your website fits in that category of what they're searching for, and it comes up on their radar, and they just start reading the descriptions, they go, oh, let me click on that and see what that's about. And you just made traffic come to your address simply by filling out those page or meta descriptions with some intriguing information to grab somebody's attention. And then lastly, use pingler.com. You can do it for free, or you can get a plan. The plans, you can click on the pricing, and it'll show you all the plans. All right. Like I said, the one I have is $2.99. I'm not getting paid to promote what, Pingler or anything like that. I'm just telling you the plan I have is more than enough, because I don't have, or it could change because I have different social medias. So it might all add up to 25 URLs. So I'm just going to play around and see. All right. And then sometimes I'll figure out which ones I need to really put in or delete. I might not need to put all the URLs in there because I have it some way interconnected in another way. All right. And that's another tip too, just on before we get out of here, is that you can have a YouTube channel connected. You could put on, like with the YouTube channels, you could put your Instagram page, your Facebook, so on and so forth, website. And what you can do is when you have those links to Instagram from your YouTube, when people click on that, they want to check out the Instagram, you can have your web address there too. So it's all interconnected all the time. All right. So that's another tip as well. Interconnect your things. If you got a YouTube channel, I suggest you put if you got a Facebook page that matches the YouTube channel, put that Facebook link there, the Instagram link there. If you have an Instagram page that matches that, so people can click on that. They might not catch or look for your web address on your YouTube channel, but if they click on your Instagram page and it takes them there, the first page there, you can have that your web address there. So that's another way of promoting. All right. So you interconnect things like that. Same thing with Facebook. You click on that Facebook icon, it takes them to your Facebook page, and your web address is somewhere for them to see it. So you're always finding different ways of promoting, interconnect stuff. So you always promote, and they might happen to see that web address, click on it, go to it. All right. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That is it. Class is officially over for today. I will see you guys next week. All right. And with that being said, always remember this: the world is your school, so study everything and keep learning. All right. HTU, How to University. I'll see y'all next week. I'm out. Peace.